This is the cutie change, by the way. I hope that someone one day looks at you the way I look at this change. I can't believe they're keeping it. The strength use, like it's shit. What do you mean strength? This shit's OP, let me tell you. Hello? Yeah, I just saw. I thought I fired you. Guys. Welcome everyone. This is the StarCraft II balance update. Now it is November 15th now when I'm streaming and recording this, because yesterday I wasn't streaming when this got released. So it's not fresh out of the oven, but you can still eat it. Okay, you can still eat it. So this is what I'm assuming is the final version of the patch we're getting. Everyone, please get ready, and we're gonna have to go through this together, okay? We can do this. I'm scared and excited at the same time. Kind of like being on a roller coaster. Greetings! Now that Blizzcon is behind us and post-show patch looms, we'd like to take one final opportunity to examine some tweaks we could make to our initial... Wait, tweaks? Wait, so this is not final? As we've received generally positive feedback on the direction of the changes we propose, we intend to make these tweaks as small as possible while wait for games to play out that will showcase these changes. For instance, at Home Story Cup 20 next week, which all of you should tune in. Below is the list of final changes we'd like to make. Okay, Lurker. Lurkers affected by Blinding Cloud will now only fire to melee range. Ooh. Wait, previously Lurkers under Blinding Cloud could not target enemies outside of melee range, but their spines will still fire to maximum range. Wait, they got nerfed? After this change, Lurkers will effectively only shoot out a single spine if a unit is within melee range. As a result, we believe Ultralisk will become a more competitive option in late game ZVZ. Say hi to YouTube, by the way, and YouTube say hi to Twitch. Come on, you guys are, we talked about this. You guys are relatives, okay? Like distant, but still relatives. Wow, okay, so this is something that they haven't suggested before, or am I completely forgetting about this? I think this is a cool change. It only affects ZVZ, obviously, because it's Lurkers and Vipers. And Ultras are god-awful in ZVZ. Like, they're actually terrible. No joke, I think if you made any other unit in ZVZ, it's probably better than Ultras. Lurkers absolutely demolish them. So, I think this is a cool change. I don't think any Zerg will necessarily mind this. And I don't think this is a change that's gonna make Lurkers useless against Ultras. But it might provide a little bit of space for Ultras to do their work. So basically, yeah, Sarah lost to Raynor with Ultras, and Blizzard was like, "Oh, Jesus, Ultras are terrible in ZVZ," and they're like, "Yeah, let's buff it up." Okay, I mean, I'm up for that. Good, I think that's a fine change. Nidus Worm, remove the propulsive peristalsis upgrade from the evolution chamber. We heard the feedback that the changes we proposed for which reduced load and unload times on the Nidus Worm would be unimpactful. As we like to avoid introducing upgrades that see little use and fail to encourage positive gameplay, we'd like to trim this upgrade from the upcoming patch. Additional changes / bug fixes. Splash damage. Wait, so that upgrade made it so that your units would unload faster. What did this buff even do? Yeah, so they nerfed the unload speed and load speed, so this buff was supposed to make it back. Okay, so the upgrade was supposed to make it as it is right now, currently in the game, so they removed that. Okay, that's good. I don't think that Zergs wouldn't get this. I mean, I guess the Nidus is really used in the mid-game, and I don't think you would necessarily rush this upgrade in the mid-game, so... I mean, hey, it's a nerf to a Nidus, so I'm pretty sure that Protosses are excited about this one. Like, super, super excited. Okay, bug fixes. Splash damage will not properly be applied to units affected by anti-armor missile. Okay, so Terran was even worse than we thought. Fixed an issue where abducted interference metric could still interrupt a tactical jumping battle cruiser. Okay. Updated the tactical jump visual glaze. Ooh, that's big. That's big. We're gonna be glazing. 420 glaze it. As there are relatively few changes in this update, we'd like to take the time to highlight our primary points of focus when looking at future changes. Terran's relationship against disruptors with reduced liberator range. Oh, primary points of focus. Future changes. Okay. Terran relationship. I keep going back top and doing this. So Terran versus Disruptors with reduced Liberator range, because I think now, so basically in the current game, when you have a Liberator sieged up, Disruptors cannot shoot a ball and like actually kill your bio because they need to go into the Liberation Zone. But because the Liberator range is nerfed, now Disruptors became more powerful. The resulting strength of Nidus Swarms, especially when combined with Swarm Hoods, I actually can't believe that. I feel that this for ZVP should have been the main priority of the balance focus, to like make sure it's fixed, like not just little, right? Make sure it's fixed. Number tweaks we could make to the new Microbial Shroud ability. Okay, that's a good one. The strength and prevalence of lurkers in ZVP and ZVZ. I don't think lurkers are too strong in ZVP. I mean, in ZVZ, they're not necessarily too strong. It's okay. I don't agree with this. So I don't think lurkers are too strong in ZVP. Like I think that Protoss has counters and can engage against lurkers in a lot of different ways. I think they're hard to deal with in certain situations, but... And then ZVZ, I don't think it's necessarily the strength of a lurker. It's more so that you always go Roach, Ravager, Hydra into lurker, and lurker counters all those units, right? You know, if people were going more Mutiling Bane, lurkers wouldn't be that big of a deal. And if ultras were doing better, lurkers wouldn't be that big of a deal / problem ZVZ. So I don't think it's necessarily the lurker being OP or strong, it's just that, it's just kind of how the game plays out. Okay, 9 more tweaks. The strength and role of Zealots, both in general and against kiting Terran bio units. I mean, I've talked about this many times. I don't think Zealots should be nerfed, especially in the current game. The strength use of the new Resonating Glaive ability, I mean, it sucks. Like, I just think it sucks. I don't think it's good at all. I can't believe they're keeping it. The strength use, like, it's shit. What do you mean strength? I'm not gonna go into it. The end game dynamics of each matchup. When this post goes live, the balance test mod will have been updated with these changes. We also plan to push the balance changes to the live ladder at the start of next season on Tuesday, November 26th. Below is the full list of changes you'll find in the upcoming patch. Okay, so let's just go quickly through them. So these are all the changes they're doing, like all together. These are the final changes. So Infernal Pre-Igniter, I completely forgot about this. It's going back down to 100 from 150 150. Very nice. The Thors, we actually tested these. They're not, this video for Thors is not up yet on YouTube, but it will probably be after this video. But the new Thors seem really good. And apparently someone told me, I cannot confirm or deny this, they did the math and apparently it's like a 16 or 18% damage DPS increase overall with these changes. But the Thors are so much more microable and seem so much better. Excited for this one. Medevac. Move the rapid reignition system to Fusion Core, okay. In addition, oh yeah, we still need to test this by the way. In addition to reducing Medevac's ignite by 5 seconds, this upgrade will also increase the Medevac's base movement speed. But basically, when you boost it, it will still be boosted to the same amount. So if boost before gave 1 speed from 3.5 to 4.5, now it's going to be from 413 base movement speed to 4.5. It's not going to add another full 1, if that makes sense. Liberator, move from Starport Tech to the Fusion Core. I think this is great. I think this is like one of the bigger things, no joke. Like this is at a high level, at a top level, I think this is very big. Because right now, you need 2 starports to transition to Liberators. And that's a lot. That's a lot of like resources you need to invest. And then also one of the starports need to go Tech Lab so you can get the Ballistics. But now it's in Fusion Core, but you still need Fusion Core to upgrade Ballistics right now. So now when you make Fusion Core, you just upgrade it there, and you just continue reactor production on the Liberators. I think this is huge. This is huge. At a top level, like I said. Advanced Ballistics, you know, it's getting nerfed by 1, like some other units that they mentioned. Raven, this is the cutie change, by the way. If you love this change, right here, you guys remember? You guys remember? Yeah? I've said before that this was like 2-3 patch reviews ago, that Interference Matrix should cost more energy because it ruins TVT, and Ravens are too powerful in early game TVT and completely ruined the game. I said they could have made Interference Matrix to 75 so that you can use 2 Interference Matrix in TVT instead of 4. So then if you have 2 Ravens, you can disable 4 units instead of 8, which is huge. And this won't affect TVZ and TVP at all. And they also increase the duration, which is actually perfect, because this helps PVT. Like if you disable a Colossus, it's gonna last 3 seconds longer. And for TVT, I mean, unit is disabled, like usually 8 seconds is even more than enough in TVT, so. And they increase the Raven movement speed, which, you know, I guess it's a nice little buff, because it's trash. So, you know, might as well make the trash fly faster. Fixed an issue where splash damage, okay, we read this. Battle cruisers, tactical jump now stuns and puts blah blah blah. Initially they wanted to make this so that you can interrupt it with fungal, yoinks, and something else. Now you can't, but there's still 1 second vulnerability where your battle cruiser doesn't shoot, but it can take damage, so be careful. Yamada will no longer cancel itself if a target enters a transport or becomes cloaked burr. Instead, Yamada will miss and the ability will go on cooldown. Now, this is a nerf. Yeah, not a big thing. Not a big deal. Maybe it's gonna have some impact at the top level, but... I mean, you just gotta be more careful what you Yamada. Yamamoto cannon. Mule. Duration decreased from 64 to 63. Okay, we knew this. This was for the trip, so the last trip is not wasted. Now always has the ability to spawn on the side of minerals closest to a town hall. Sir, I'm getting a call. Hello? Yeah, I just saw. I thought I fired you. No, why are you working again? Stop posting about town halls. Like, you were fired when I was at Blizzcon, and now you're posting again about fucking town halls. We don't have those, okay? I'm moving on. Fucking guy, dude. Like, listen, guys. I told you I went to Blizzcon. My mission was actually to fire town hall guy, and I did it. But he's back, and I will do everything in my power to get this guy off of our game. Send him to Warcraft 3, because he obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. We discussed it, all the bad changes are made by this guy right here, and him posting again Town Hall, he's just teasing me. It was just his way of showing that he's still here. Okay. Active creep tumors may no longer be canceled now. That's a great change. I already, listen, you know how you know that a change is good? Let me tell you. It's kind of just a basic rule of StarCraft II. When a change is made and pro Zerg players start crying about it, how it's unfair, then you know you hit him right in the nuts, okay? Then you know right in the nuts, and you know it hurts. I've seen Zerg players complaining about this one. Oh my god, can't cancel my creep. Great change. This should be here forever. Never change this one. Great change. This is gonna affect top level TVZ, I think, quite a bit. And it seems like a small thing, but it's actually really, really good. So, yeah. Pneumatized carapace research from 75 to 100. I'll now a little mini nerf to Zerg. Jeez, dude. Every time I see this, it just brings a smile. You know, I just realized something. Town Hall guy wanted to buff infested Terrans, their damage. And when he was on his way out from Blizzard, we got this change. So luckily, even though he's rehired, at least he didn't mess this up. So there's that. Man, every time I just see like the removed infested Terrans, and just smile just pops on my face, you know? I hope that someone one day looks at you the way I look at this change. Man, very nice. Neural Parasite range decreased from 9 to 8, and Neural Parasite can no longer target heroic units, which is the mothership. Lurker. Wait, I don't remember this. Lurker, then build time decreased from 86 to 57? I don't remember that. A Lurker range decreased by 1, like the other things that are lowered. Wait, this is going through? Oh man, I forgot about a lot of changes. The Lurker range to 10. I forgot about this. Oh man, I forgot about this. Yikes. Rip Protosses. I completely forgot about this. That's a Town Hall guy change right there. Because that was in the first suggested changes. That was his change. Broodlord leash range decreased from 12 to 9. Oh man, I've heard so many Zergs cry about this as well. Now this is a great day. Oh man, yes. Guys, we're gonna have to find a new name for GG Lords. For Winfesters and GG Lords. You know what's funny? Listen, I don't know if it was me, but I was the first person that I heard myself say GG Lords and Winfesters. And you know what's really funny? I was watching WCS, you know, a couple of months ago, whenever it happened, or like the GSL or Korean tournaments, whatever, and even at Blizzcon, and people were calling them GG Lords and Winfesters. And I was like, I don't know if it was me, but it's pretty funny. So we might need a new name. You might not just tap out when you see GG Lords. Now, for those who maybe don't know what this is, there was a trick you could use from Wings of Liberty. Your Broodlord has 10 range, but what you could do is you could do a little trick. I'm not going to explain how to do it because it's going to be gone soon and it's too long to explain. But basically, you could make your Broodlord shoot from like 12 or 13 range, and then you can kite, like you're basically untouchable against anything on the ground. So now they're fixing that. So this is not necessarily like leash range decreased. I don't think this was supposed to be in the game. Nerfesters, I like that. Nerfesters and Chode Lords. Okay, Nidus Network cost increased from 50-50 to 75-75. Great. Summon Nidus for cooldown increase from 0 to 14. Great. Nidus unload speed increased. Hell yeah, dude. My god. Man, what a great patch. What a great patch. Just good. Listen, Blizzard team, good job. I don't know, is there any change I really hate here? Like, I don't think I hate any of the changes. I think all changes are great. Okay, listen, let's not talk about this one. Let's just move on. I think all the changes are great. The Lurker one makes me worried for Protosses. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but it makes me a little bit worried for Protosses. But so far, like, I don't remember the last time I looked at patch notes and I was like, those are good. I like those. Fixed an issue where beam attacks could deal more damage than intended. Oh, I know what this is. So there was a thing where if you, let's say you turn on the Oracle beam, it's attacking, you could, there was like a mini point in time where you could click attack again and it would double attack. Yeah, it was like, yeah, it wasn't really a spam click. You needed to do it at a certain point, but not many people did this. But you know, it's a bug, so they're fixing it. What, they're going through with this? Oh no. That's a big loss for Protoss, is my opinion. So we have tested this on, it's up on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check it out. We tested this. They are much quicker, but what is the use? What is the actual benefit of them being faster? And the 8 damage I thought wouldn't be the biggest deal. I had 2-2 Zealots. I remember this game. I was playing it on stream. I had 2-2 Zealots versus 1-1 Bio. I did a full surround with Zealots, and the Bio just killed him. Like, the Bio just wasn't dying. At all. So, in my opinion, this is a big nerf. Because the Zealots were the meat shield for Protoss, but they were also the run-by crew, and they dealt good amounts of damage. Now they run faster, but where does that fit in? Why do we need Zealots to run faster? Right? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't like this change. I would love to be wrong, and I would love for Protosses to figure out a way to use this to their advantage. I just think this is a straight up nerf. I honestly think this is a bigger deal in TVP. If you do 2 base charge all ends, I mean, why would you get charge? Like, what, for them to run faster? I don't know. It's really weird. It's really weird. I mean, they're gonna be more microable, I guess. I don't know. Resident Glaives, I already said I don't think this is a good change. I think this makes depths worse. I think it makes them more all in. Are they going to be better when you shade into into the mineral line, sure. But overall, I think the strength of adepts defensively and offensively, unless you're fully committing, is going to be way worse. Because basically it will increase your attack speed by 60% for 6 seconds, and then you go back like you had no upgrade at all. I think this is a bad change. I think both of these changes are bad, to be honest. I don't like them. I think Blizzard really wanted to make them different from one another. I feel like this change was very rushed and wasn't very, like, thought through. And I just think both of these changes are bad and they're connected with one another. They did this change because of this, they did this change because of this. Whatever. Observer movement speed decreased from 3 to 2.6. Now that's... Listen, I want to give a shout out to that one guy on European Battle.net or NA Battle.net that made the post that they can't kill observers because they're too fast. You did it. You mad lad. You did it. You made Blizzard nerf observer speed because you couldn't kill it. Gravity boosters upgrade now increase. I mean, who gets observer speed upgrade? Let's be honest. Void Ray. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Boys, I'm here to announce with this right here. This shit's OP. Let me tell you. If you haven't checked, go on my YouTube channel right now. Stop this stream. Stop it. Well, don't stop the stream. Hold up. This is live. Stop this video. Go watch me testing the new Void Ray ability. That shit's so good. I tested it against Master 1/GM players and I destroyed them for the first time I've ever played, and I just did Void Rays. It is so good. I can't wait to play it, and we're gonna be doing the moment patch hits, the first day. We're gonna be starting Chad Race to Grandmaster straight away. I'm so excited for this series. This is gonna be a clown fiesta. The amount of salt I'm gonna be mining. I got the trash can for all the salt right here. If you don't believe me, there it is. And I'm prepared. I mean, it's like 10 days from now, but I'm prepared. Tempest, kinetic overload. Okay, so range again decreased by 1, like Liberators, Lurkers, and whatever else. Neural. Health increased from 150 to 200. Shields decreased from 125 to 100. So see, this is one of those that I always say, it's like, I don't like these changes. I just don't like these changes, and I don't think they're good. If you wanted to buff health by 50, okay. But why are you nerfing shields by 20, like 25? This is how it is. Let's say someone shot me in my arm. This is what this change is. It's like, oh, let me put a tissue. Okay. Even though there's a hole and you're bleeding out, this tissue is gonna help you, right? No, it won't, right? Because why don't you just buff health by 50? Tempests are trash. Let's be honest, they're trash. They're terrible, specifically against Zerg. What was the point of this change? Buffing the health by 50 and reducing the shields by 25. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. What they should have done is they should have done the opposite. They should have buffed the shields from 125 to 200, and they should have kept the health exactly the same. Why? Because Tempest's weakness is getting all in by Corruptors and Vikings. So giving them more health does absolute nothing. Giving them more shields allows them to be near a nexus where there's shield batteries and they can get healed up. Having 100 shields against 10 Corruptors or 10 Vikings is nothing. Like, you're literally trash. But having 200 shields maybe allows you to tank more, and then your shield batteries can recover you. I told you guys I was always against these kinds of changes, like 25 health buff. It's like, this reminds me of the plus 10 health in the Viking. Do you guys remember how annoyed I was at plus 10 health? Not the one that is suggested now, but the one like a year ago whenever they buffed it. I told you guys, it's literally gonna do nothing. It's gonna be useless, it's gonna be garbage, and it won't change anything. And people are like, oh man, 10 health? That's kind of big. 10 health on 20 Vikings? That's kind of big. It didn't do shit. Like, Vikings were still trash. Tempests are still gonna be trash. Shit. Mothership. Time Warp now affects air units in addition to ground units. Oh yeah, this was a big one. This was a big one, and this is, in my opinion, mainly going to affect PvZ. I guess PvP too. So this is going to affect PvP with the interceptor battles, like carrier versus carrier. This is also going to, I guess, PvP to some extent, but battlecruisers can just teleport away. But in PvZ, because when the Zerg engages, unlike Terran and Protoss can both poke back and forth, but Zerg kind of has to all in with the units, right? Like when you go Corruptors, you don't shoot once and run away, shoot once, run away. You kind of just commit. So having 2 time warps, because they're 100 energy each, is actually a great buff to be able to deal with Mass Corruptor. Again, I don't like the Tempest change, but I do think that Protoss will have easier time against Zerg Air. And also, you know, no infested Terrans. So I'm very looking forward to how the PvZ late game is going to develop. Time warp delay reduces from 3.5 seconds to 179. I didn't even know there was a delay, but apparently there is. Wait, there is a delay? Gains the heroic tag, and then Neural can no longer Neural it. Overall, I would say this is the best patch we have had in a while. When I say in a while, I mean past 2 years. Maybe 3 years. I think this is a great patch. I have my doubts about some things like this. I'm gonna just put this as one. This to me is just funny. I'm super excited for this. I don't know about this. But all the other changes I'm very, very looking forward to. Don't be fooled by the Zergs. All these buffs to Terran and Protoss are needed. All the nerfs to the Zerg are more than needed. Right now we have 1 heroic race and 2 shit races. And maybe after these changes we're gonna have 3 races in the game once again. Maybe, dare I say, we have less than 5-6 Zergs in top 8 in tournaments. I know it sounds crazy. I know you guys are like, no, it's not possible. Maybe, okay? I'm not gonna promise you guys anything, but maybe. Listen to this. I'm gonna say something very out there. I'm gonna say something very controversial. Are you guys ready? After this patch, we might see another race in the finals of a tournament. I know, listen, I know it sounds insane. I know it's like, you know when something's so out there you just can't grab it, you just can't reach it? I know it sounds like that. We've been watching ZVZ finals for the past year and a half, but I feel like this is it. I feel like this is where Terran or Protoss just slips in through the cracks. 3 Raxes every game, Cannon Rushes every game, and it gets in there. I do feel like this is the one. I might be crazy, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too inspired by these changes. Maybe the positivity from this patch is just reflecting off of me. Imagine, dude, imagine watching the finals and you don't get to see roaches versus roaches. Holy shit, that's big. Oh my god, I just got chills. Imagine this. Imagine this. No, shut up. Imagine this. We see Terran versus Protoss in the finals. Okay, I got too far there. There's gonna be at least 1 Zerg, you know. It's gonna be at least 1 Zerg, probably still a ZVZ, but listen, we can hope for at least Terran or Protoss against Zerg in the finals. Let's be honest. No, I went too far there. I know. I'm sorry. I got caught up in the stream and memes. Never mind. Forget about it. It's okay. At least 1 Zerg and maybe another Terran Protoss. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. Overall, I like these changes. Like I said, I'm looking forward to playing against Zerg into late game and maybe winning with both Terran and Protoss. That sounds like a dream, but sometimes dreams do come true. There it is. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Damn, I feel good. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And also leave a comment, let me know what you think. That's it. If this video, listen to me, if this video on YouTube gets 7 likes and 4 comments, the next tournament we'll see will not have 2 Zergs in the finals. There it is. Now it's on you. 7 likes. We can do it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.